Cindy. Welcome to my happy kitchen. Y'all, I'm making, one thing, I'm up with the chickens this morning, and I am making a tomato pie. Now, I've got my prep work done. I went ahead, last year when I made this, it was kind of too soggy for my liking. So, I read up on it, and I pre-baked my pie shell. I just put it in there like 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna layer everything. And we're gonna see if this works better. In the recipe, it doesn't say that you need to do that, but I went ahead and did that. Alrighty. Let me get me a spoon here. Alright, now I cut up my tomatoes. And you got to cut them up, and you got to put paper towels on them to get as much of the moisture out as you can. So I did that. And you can see I had them all spread out on the counter. And, oh my, they're just so juicy. But that's what makes them so good. All right. Now here we go. So I got my pie shell here, and we just start layering these tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Good old fresh tomatoes. Okay. All right. And then I had some basil. It said fresh basil. Well, mine wasn't so fresh. So, I'm going to use some of this. You know, if the first plan doesn't work, go to plan B. All right. Now, I've got my Danos because that's got my garlic powder and everything in it. And so, I'm going to just sprinkle some of that on the tomatoes. And then I'm going to take some green onions. And you use 3 green onions and slice those up. And you use a 1/2 pound of bacon. I cooked a bunch of bacon because I'm going to do another recipe after a while. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, then we do another layer. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. You just layer it. Alrighty, a little bit more basil. A little bit more of my Danos. This is Danos original. A little bit more of my green onions. A little bit more of my bacon. All right. One more layer. And the recipe called for 4 large tomatoes. All right. A little bit more basil. The rest of my green onions. A little bit more of my bacon here. Okay. Now we just got to make the topping. Good old cheese and mayonnaise. All right. So we got a cup. And now another thing is the recipe calls for 2 cups of cheddar cheese, but I like 1 cup of cheddar and 1 cup of mozzarella. That's how I like to do it. So when I type out the recipe, I'll type out the way I did it. But if you want to use 2 cups of cheddar, you could. All right, so you just mix this up. And it's on 375. And then we cook it 30 minutes covered with aluminum foil. And then 30 more minutes uncovered. All I'm trying to do is just get all this moist. Just get it combined. All right. Now we just put that on the top of our pie here and spread it out. And you know that's going to melt all over that. And it's just going to be beautiful. Okay, that's what we do. Easy breezy. It's just most of it, it's just getting everything the prep. Alrighty. I'm gonna cover it up. And in the oven, this baby goes. All right. Y'all, I wanted you to see this tomato pie. It just looks so scrumptious. Let's taste it. That is so good. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. You gotta try this, Turner. We just had a wonderful day out on the lake. This is good to come home to. Alrighty, y'all gotta try this. It just turned out so pretty. Alright, bye-bye. I love y'all. Bye-bye.